So since you were last with us, we have won 3 of our last 4 games. So it's fair to say that we have steered the ugly ship as far as it is that the right word? It's the ugly ship. We've steered the I don't know. We've steered the ship in the right place, back in the right place. So we are, yeah, looking a lot better once it loads in the First Division Elite. Now we are 6 points away from the bottom 4. So things are looking good. We've got 2 games left before we get to free transfer day. Well, the free summer transfer day in July, which has been so fruitful for us the last couple of seasons. So hopefully it'll be just as fruitful this year. But we've got 2 games away to Norrköping. We're going to do an away day, and then we've got Landskrona boys for the second one. So for the away day, we have made ourselves to the Idrottsparken, the home of IFK Norrköping. If we can, we're going to drop our little man. Oh my god, is there actually ones? Is that inside the ground? No, it's just outside of it. But here we are at the, what was it again? Oh, apparently it's the Platinum Cars Arena, but I don't think that was the name we saw. But maybe this is 2024, so it could still be called that. But the minute we are at the Platinum Car Arenas, love that. And honestly, it looks like the most probably complete ground we've really seen. There's some different entry points down here. As you can see, it looks like a pretty big ground if we can make our way around it. Unfortunately, no shots inside of it. But yeah, honestly, it looks like a pretty big ground. Like I say, let's see if we can get any better views of it. I think there was another dot we could put down. Let's see, maybe this is inside the stadium. And there we are for the very first time on an away day. I mean, it's a honking image because of the lighting. But for the very first time in an away day, we've actually been able to get inside the arena. The fact that God Almighty blasted his light down where this picture was taken means I can't really see it too much. But honestly, I really like it. It actually reminds me of like proper just old school football league grounds in England. You know, like I don't know, I don't even know what stadiums it is, but when I think of like that sort of look, like the terrace and looking like that and stuff, probably just reminds me, yeah, of like football league England stuff. Beautiful stuff. So honestly, I'm going to give it a good rating. I really like it. I didn't check the parking situations. I guess we've got a few images as well. And honestly, on match days, it looks pretty good. Let's see if there's any other images or anything like that. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, it looks class. It looks really good. Yeah, I mean, there is some gaps and stuff, so I can't give it a perfect rating, but I'm going to give this an 8. This is the best one we've seen in Sweden so far. But back into Football Manager now, and this is the team we're going with for our away trip to Norrköping. We've got balls in goal, back 4 of Kudenov, Plantinga, Bernal, Gill, and Kruken. Trabelsi and Robinson in midfield, and then a front 4 of Fall, McCrew, Fafana, and Krugel. Reason being is that Krua has picked up an injury, which is going to see him out for about 1 to 2 months. Unfortunately, yeah, that's not great. So what I've done is basically move Fafana into striker. McCrew comes back in. Obviously, Fall stays on the right. Krugel's back as well from his little knock. He is back to starting regularly up front. But yeah, 3 wins out of the last 4. We've definitely turned the corner a little bit, but this injury will hopefully not derail us any further. We did lose our last game, though. So hopefully that isn't a sign of things to come. But yeah, I think this will be a season of just mid-table. I think as long as we're okay, getting the wins where we have done, then yeah, I think we'll stay up. I'm not really worried about going down. But we went on a pretty long run without winning games. We're only in such a good position because we've won our last 3. But I think the fact that we've lost so few games is quite surprising. We've still won more than we've lost. It's just that we've drew a lot of games. But Kudenov plays it to Fall, who tries to turn onto his left foot, commands a save from the Norrköping keeper. But that was a good start from us. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be weird with McCrew. I think we'll probably try and move him on, honestly, in the summer. I think if we sign, obviously, some other players who come in non-foreigners, because we are basically at capacity for our for our foreign players. So realistically, we can probably only either bring them in and out. But there's one thing that actually is quite interesting. There's a lot of interest in all of our players, which is the first time we've actually had it. Obviously, we had our very first sale in the winter window, but we've not really had any proper sales other than that. So with a lot of our players wanted by other clubs, they're all tied down. Any of the good ones are all tied down for longer than this season anyway. So we don't have to sell them, but if players are going to kick up a foresaw, we can get some good fees. Don't forget we are still in the red financially, so selling is not out of the question. But yeah, if we can obviously sell those players on and replace them with viable replacements for free in July, it's not the end of the world. But we have given away a penalty. Fall, for some reason, has just fouled their man. It didn't really look that dangerous. I think we should have just tried to see it out. And unfortunately, Vols is going to have to try and save one. I think he has saved one penalty. I think he saved the last one. And he saved another. That was not a very good penalty, but Vols saves it. Remains 0-0. And besides the early chance, we've not really done anything this game. Thankfully, we are still level though. But yeah, we look a little bit slow today. I think we're just probably missing Kluwer up front, his speed and agility. But Fall on the right-hand side, who's not looking like he's having his best game, plays it to Kudnov, swings it into Trebelsi, who plays it up to Fofana, who feeds Rico Robinson, but he decides to take it early, does little Rico, and should have really carried it a bit further. But that was good build-up play. But yeah, even like players like Kudnov, who's very, very quick, they look a little bit slow today. I don't think we suit it. I think when Fofana's, obviously, he was played on the right for a bit and he wasn't very good. And I don't think he's a left winger either. I don't think he's a striker either. I think he's much better on the wing. So what I'm actually going to do is put Fofana back there and I'm just going to take McCrew off. I don't like him. I think we need to look at selling him. So Svensson's going to come on for McCrew. And honestly, I think we're just going to go with this. I think we're just going to leave McCrew out of the squad because at the minute, I just don't really like him. For some reason, this has gone glitched down here. I don't know if you can see it as well. For some reason, the squad's been glitched, so I can't see it. But yeah, I do think without Kluwer, we really should just be playing Krugel and Svensson. Yeah, definitely not the best two, but not the end of the world. Cleared by Fall, but only as far as the edge of the box, and it's taken round our man. Fall trying to block it, and that's a brilliant finish from the Norrköping man. Nothing I can blame Vols for there. Really good strike. Probably the only thing I could really criticise us for was not closing it down. Fall tried his best, but yeah, not really any backup. And that is disappointing to go 1-0 behind because, like I say, I mean, we look at the stats, it seems like we've had a few chances, but I've not really seen us have any sort of chance in the actual match engine since the opener. So it is a little bit disappointing. I think at the minute we are a little bit short with quality of depth. I think we've got, obviously, a lot of homegrown players sitting on the bench, but I don't think any of them are ever very good replacements, especially if the starting players are not having a very good game and we need someone to come in and bring a bit of liveliness. We don't really have that impact sub. I don't think there's no one I would look to and think, yeah, if they come on, they can cause proper damage to the other team. And we're getting peppered a little bit here. It's another chance for them to extend their lead, which they don't take. I mean, we are only a goal behind. If we could get one back, you never know. But I would honestly take a point away from home because we've definitely not been very good. I don't think these were actually that high up in the table either. I'm pretty sure they were. Where are Norrköping? Where are they? Oh wait, no, they are top of the league. Oh, so this isn't that bad then. These are top of the league. I didn't even realise that. So the fact that they're not absolutely rinsing us away though does suggest that we're not miles away. I mean, we're 2-0 down. That was a very well worked set piece. But yeah, I mean, it suggests that we're not being battered. I know the result doesn't look the best, but we've not been battered stats wise. And I think if you think about that, then I think we'll probably be okay. For some reason, I can't get into the tactics screen or anything. This game's broken. I can't make a sub because I can't get to the tactics screen. So I don't really know what's happening. So I guess we'll just have to leave Kudnov on injured, which is really annoying because I don't want to do that. I don't really know what's happened. I think the game's just kind of broke for this one, but there we go. We'll have to just leave it as is. Kudunov's just going to have to be injured, I guess. But disappointing, but there you go. We're just waiting for their goalkeeper to take this free kick. I don't really know what's taking them. So, I mean, that is very, very poor. If we don't score from this, then I just think we really lack any sort of attacking quality. That's a good finish from Svensson. Good ball in from Krupkin as well. It's a shame we couldn't have done that a little bit earlier. But yeah, I think we do. I know we scored there, but I think we do lack a bit of firepower still at the minute. I mean, we've got a late highlight. You never know. We could grab our equaliser. Kudinov swings it in. Fofana brought down penalty. How on earth have we got away with this? Well, it's not confirmed. Number 11. I don't even know who that is. It's not Fall. It could be Svensson. It could be Krugel. I'm not really sure. It's Svensson, the youngster to step up, the youngster to finish, and we've somehow stolen a point away from Norrköping, who were top of the league. Svensson with the double, a 94th and 97th minute goals. I thought it was all done at the oh, we actually are at the Platinum Cars Arena. Love that. Yeah. Well, that is unbelievable from Svensson, but fair play. We've rescued a point, and the game's crashed. The game's crashed. Brilliant. Well, you could tell there was something up because the game was being weird, but it's crashed. But you all saw the 2-2, so I don't really know what to do. I guess we'll just instant result till we get a draw again, I guess. Well, with the game crashing, I've had to just instant result till we got a draw. So in the end, it was a 1-1 draw. And funnily enough, it was actually a late Svensson goal. Now, the annoying thing is Krupkin did get himself sent off. So he's going to miss the next game, even though in the one we've shown it didn't happen. So just one of those weird things when Football Manager crashes that you're going to have to do when you've already recorded it. I guess we could have just played it again, but it feels weird when we've played it and seen the result. So we're just going to take the 1-1 draw. It's still a draw away from home. It's still a Svensson goal, so I don't think it matters. But anyway, we're going to go play the home game. Hopefully it doesn't crash this time. So we have got our second game at home, and again, yeah, this is the team we're going with. It's Vols in goal, back four of Kudnov, Plantinga, Bernal Gale. Fagerlon comes in at left back because Krupkin obviously got the suspension again. It was in the instant result he got the sent off, not the actual game we saw, but you know, it's just what we have to do, I guess, when the game crashes. Trabelsi plays alongside Robinson, and then we've got Fall, Fofana. Svensson comes in after scoring. Obviously, he scored 2 in the last game for us, but he did score in the game in the instant result as well. And then Krugel, so 3 goals between our strikers. Obviously, Kluwer still going to be out for 3 to 6 weeks. McCrew's also suspended, so he's out of the squad. That means Worrell and Thornberg come onto the bench when they normally haven't been. As you can see, there is still quite a bit of interest in some of our players. A lot of teams are interested in Vols. A few are interested in Kudanov, quite a few are interested in Plantinga. I think that's it. I think there was interest in maybe a couple others. Yeah, Kluwer has got interest from a few teams as well. So those Barca youngsters and just some of our youngsters in general starting to pick up a bit of interest. Now, obviously, we don't have to sell them. They're all tied down for the end of next season. So, you know, there's no rush to sell them. But financially, we are in the red. I do think, obviously, that money is going to get sorted out by the end of the season. So even though we are in the red for now, it's not dire straits we need to sell because we're going to lose money every year. It's once we get this year's competition prize money and then maybe TV money, because it doesn't seem to be dripping in throughout the season. Normally TV money, if you're in the Premier League, for example, in England, that comes in as a monthly figure. Whereas here, I haven't seen any TV money. So maybe it's only when you get on televised matches, or maybe you just get it as a bonus, like at the end of the season, like a big lump sum at the end of the season. That's what I'm hoping. At the least, we will get a big lump sum of competition prize money, because this is the first time the league has actually offered some. And the fact that we're going to be probably mid-table suggests it's probably going to be a decent amount, probably around 600 to 700k. We're about 150, 200. We'll be probably about 200, 250k in the red by the end of the season. So that'll mean we have at least 500k in the positive. So I would imagine from next season our budget should start to really increase if we want to kick on, which will be great, because that means we won't have to lose some of these players. And obviously at the minute we are still a relatively low wage paying club. We probably need, if we want to kick on for a promotion squad, need to be at least in the £500 to £750 a week range. At the minute we're more in the like £200 to £300. We are still quite limited on our wages, and I think that's probably holding us back from signing even better youngsters, which is going to, it's just going to compound. The better youngsters we bring in, the higher we can sell them for, the better we are as a club. The more we grow, the more reputation grows, the more player values grow as well. So at the minute, we've got players like a Kudanov. He should be going for hundreds of thousands, but because he's at a lower league club like us, low reputation, his wage is quite low. That means his valuation's low, so the amount we can get for him is actually quite lower. These are actually second bottom. We shouldn't be struggling this much. This is definitely not ideal. We are definitely lacking some firepower. I think the main position I really want to sign in the free transfers coming up is probably striker, and maybe winger as well. I think we could definitely do with a better winger as well. But Krugel knocks it down, plays it to Fofana, who's got space to play it into. Fagerlon, who swings it in. Krugel from about 2-3 yards out, doesn't finish, has to finish, doesn't. Somehow it was either blocked or saved or something. The floater's in. Trabelsi's tried to get there. Kudinov swings it off to Fofana, whose shot is blocked. Someone, I think it was Fagerlon, brought down in the box. Nothing given. Somehow, still 0-0. Robinson plays it to Kudinov, who gets round his man, floats a lovely ball in the box, but no one there. Krugel to pick up the scraps. Just about keeps it in. Plays it to Fofana, who swings it in. And Robinson hits, it's blocked. Kudinov's effort over the bar. We are knocking on the door. The goal is going to come. We just need to keep it up. But yeah, that was very, very good stuff. But how we've not scored, I don't know. And this again goes back to the point. We should probably be out for. We should probably be going out for a striker, because we've definitely create more than enough chances every game. We just don't really have someone to finish it off, and that is definitely causing a lot of drop points. Losing games we should be drawing, drawing games we should be winning, that kind of stuff. But Fagerlon, from their free kick set piece, driving forward, goes all the way back to Fofana, who swings a lovely ball over the top to Krugel, who's got really no one in support, needs to wait up, holds it up, plays it to Robinson, whose effort isn't that great. The keeper just seemed to dive in a very weird way. And it is BAIK1, whoever the hell these are, Land Scrobbles or whatever they're called, nil. And that was a very weird finish from Rico Robinson. I don't know, is that just a match engine that's been tweaked a little bit since the update? I don't know, but that looked very odd. But still, 1-0 to the good guys, and we do get a counter-attack going again. Fall plays it to Krugel, who's got Fofana to the left of him, finds Fofana, and he's got Svensson in the middle if he can find him, but he turns himself. Is he going to go himself? He doesn't. He plays it back to Kudinov, who rattles the bar. Thought it was going to be 2. Fagerlon doesn't win his header, still in danger of being counter-attacked ourselves, and we definitely are, because now they're coming down the left-hand side, but the highlight ends. But yeah, Kudinov with a great effort. I think Fofana should have just been placing that into Svensson. I'm starting to know how many efforts are the strikers actually getting. Brilliant save from Vols. Very, very good effort from their attacker, but brilliant save from Vols. Just stood strong, even though it was quite hit hard. It was fairly straight at him, but still good bit of work there. And we do just about get it clear. No, we don't. Oh, we've done it again. Another penalty given away. We need Vols to be a hero again. He's just made a massive save. Hopefully feeling confident. 1-0 at the minute. This would make it 1-1. And Vols is becoming a bit of a penalty hero. He saves it again. 2 games in a row, his penalty is saved by Vols. It remains 1-0. The 3 points still going to make their way back. Well, are going to stay here, as we have got not very long left. We're going to make a couple subs in the dying embers. I'm going to bring Worrell on. He's barely, I don't think he's, maybe his second game in history this season. Venson's going to come off for Rosberg, and then Robinson is going to come off for Alton, as well as Johansson is going to come on for Kudinov, and I'm going to swap Fagerlon and Johansson around in the fullback position. So 5 minutes left, a couple changes just to freshen the legs, hopefully to see it out. And yeah, very rare appearance for Worrell, but we definitely lacking wingers as well. That's another thing, as well as a striker. We could probably do with a very good right winger to opposite Fofana. But there we go, 1-0 winners. And that's 4 points from 2 games. It takes us up to 6th. I don't think we're in any danger of going down. And to be fair, we're not a million miles away from 3rd. If we could pick up more wins, if we could get a goal scorer in July, you never know, we could kick on. But I think a mid-table finish would absolutely do us. I'd be very, very happy with that. But I think we should be looking up rather than down. And that's going to do it for today's episode. We will, of course, have a look at what we'll be doing next. So we obviously are going to go into the free July period and then probably play these 2 games in July off camera. So I think what we'll do is we'll actually come back for the end of August. So we'll play 4 games off camera. By then we'll know, because we don't always pick them up in the month of July. Sometimes it's a little bit after, but I think by then we'll know, after these 4 games, where we are. We've got Vasteras and Hanning. We may have done that as an away day already. If we haven't done it, then we will do it as an away day. Actually, no, we probably won't do an away day, because we'll be doing a big transfer wrap-up as well as the game. So yeah, we won't do an away day next time, but all the July transfers, hopefully we'll see them. And hopefully by the time you come back, we've signed some brilliant players. So that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all for more of the Euro Journeyman very soon.